Hello everyone and welcome to today's reading. I hope that all is well. If you are new here, I am LeeApocrypha and it is a pleasure to meet you. If you're returning, welcome back, soul family. I love you guys. Thank you so much for returning. As always, information, disclaimers, and decks are in the description box. If you are interested, please have a look. I'm available for private readings. Feel free to check that out. Let's just get started. Inviting only our guides, only the truth and nothing but the truth. Know what we want to hear, but what we need to hear most in this moment right now. Okay. So we have the Six of Swords in reverse. We have the Nine of Cups upright. So what I'm feeling here, sorry, I'm just gonna go ahead and turn it off. It'll be more quiet. Six of Swords in reverse. So I feel like somebody may be feeling like they're lacking in something hasn't been going how they want it to. Perhaps they've been trying to really focus on their independence and focus on what makes them happy and filling their own cup. I feel like there's this inner success or this personal success, but when it comes to family or relationships or perhaps travel or doing something of that sort, it feels like there's something lacking. We have the Magician in reverse, so I feel like there's this fear of your manifestations not coming to fruition at this moment. And the next one we have is the Hierophant. I don't know if you're going to school or church or if you've been delving deeper into your spiritual practices. I feel like this is saying to follow the guidance that you have, but instead of this being something more outward, like the Hierophant can symbolize at times, I feel like this is more of something that has to do with an inward focus. We have the King of Swords. Cutting out what is holding you back, cutting out those perspectives that you are not able to manifest your desires, what it is that you want, what it is that you need. There's this need to cut out the bullshit, the mentality, the obstacles, the self-limiting beliefs. I feel like this is something that's keeping you stuck in regards to career, finances, relationships, perhaps. I feel like there's a lot of inner strength within you. There's a lot that has been going on within you, but I feel like it's been difficult for you to translate that and transpose it to something around you and to ground that. Speaking of grounding, we have the Princess of Discs, so the Page of Pentacles. There's something that you must be honest with yourself that has been distracting you. There's something, someone, or someplace, or something around you, or a mentality that has been keeping you stuck from truly manifesting what it is that you desire, because you have the capability to do so. But there's this fear of moving forward. There's this fear of focusing in, honing in on what it is that you really need and what it is that you really want. But that's really the only way that you're going to be able to manifest what it is that you need. We have the Seven of Swords. There's a fear that someone might take something away from you. Maybe you're afraid of some kind of karma that has not happened yet. Maybe you know there's something in your past that you have just been waiting for karma to hit you. I feel like this is for somebody in particular. Or if this is in regards to relationship or career, I feel like there's this there's this mentality that it's going to be swept from under the rug. Like the rug is going to be swept from under your feet is what I mean. I feel like that mentality is something that's keeping you stuck. Or maybe it's keeping you from investing in something that you really feel can help you grow. This could be a class. This could be investing your time and energy into a new career. This could be in regards to your creative pursuits or your spiritual practices. And it's interesting here because I was going to mention something about the Five of Swords. We have the Five of Swords in reverse. Both of these cards have two swords that are out of, like, two swords separate from the others. So I feel like there's this decision that needs to be made in regards to letting go of those mental processes that are keeping you stuck. I'm seeing Eight of Swords energy. Letting go of things that are burdening you. Thought processes, mental fogs. I'm seeing someone who's like crying in bed over thinking that they're not capable of something, instead of getting up and doing what it is that they think that they are not capable of anyway. No fucking way. It's not funny. It's just because we mentioned the Eight of Swords. Wow, that like gave me chills. So yes, definitely this is a lot about some inner struggles that you may have been going through. You're keeping yourself stuck, and that much is very, very obvious. You have what you need around you. There's opportunities that are beckoning at you for some of you, and for others of you, you are too scared to invest the time and the energy, the money or whatever it is, into creating those opportunities for yourself. You're keeping yourself stuck. But I feel like the thing is, you're not happy. You're too afraid to move forward and too unhappy to do something about it. That's what I'm feeling. Of course, there's this independence, there's this strength, there's this magician energy within you. You have the energy to manifest. You have what you need to manifest. Even if it's something that takes time, that's okay. But you have to allow yourself. You have to allow yourself to give yourself the time, the space, the energy to do so. It's okay to have our moments where we feel like overwhelmed, and perhaps we need like that extra little hour in bed to kind of like, recuperate our drained energy. But don't allow that hour to become 5-10 hours on a day off. Do something about it. You want change, make it happen, because it's not going to happen unless you get up and you do it. You can hope and pray and wish all you want, but if you don't take the action, it's not going to manifest. You have to meet the universe and your guides halfway. Ace of Wands in reverse. There's this fear of what it is that you're passionate about in your creation, your creative projects. There's this fear of tapping into and surrendering to your creativity at its fullest. But there's this need to do so, because instead of keeping yourself stuck and wondering what if and feeling like I'm not good enough or whatever shit, once you tap into your inner power, once you tap into what it is that you love, it opens so many doors. And even if it feels like it takes time, well, naturally, I mean, a tree doesn't grow overnight. A seedling doesn't become a tree in not even a year. I saw 10-10, so that may be significant to somebody. There needs to be an end to some kind of thought process that you have, some kind of perspective, some kind of mentality or way of thinking, way of doing, way of life that is holding you back and is keeping you unhappy because you're not able to focus that time and energy in what it is that you love. 3 of Wands in reverse. It's been hard for you to plan ahead, to plan forward for the future because of this stuck mentality. If you allow yourself to try, if you allow yourself to get better, then you will start to see the possibilities in front of you. Is that a bird? I heard something on my window and I thought maybe it was a bird. I don't have a roof. I mean, it's a little thing, but I think there's birds on my car. 1122. I'm cool with it. I don't mind. I think it's cute. Although they poop on my car though sometimes, but hey. I could hear their feet. It sounds cute. I don't know. Anyway, are they pecking? I think they're pecking. They're knocking. They're saying hello. All right. So, anyway, this is a random message, but if you have something that you can give to others, like for example, at one of my jobs, and it was a crow. I just saw one fly away. Okay. So maybe crows are significant to you. I saw the other one. It got off now. Sometimes at this job, I leave like food for them. And I wonder if that's why they're pecking at my car, because they've never done that while I was doing this. But anyway, it's nice to leave little offerings for the critters and different things like that. So maybe as part of your manifestation, just something that you can do is to help the earth in some way, to help the animals or the plants around you, or whatever the case is. Even if it's something little or something that you think might not be so meaningful, I think it's something that that you can definitely consider doing. Let me see. I'm just keeping track of time. All right. So, again, 3 of Wands in reverse. What was I saying? I got a total brain fart. I thought that was cute. I wish I could have seen it. But anyway, yeah, so allow yourself to try. It's like, for example, if somebody stops themselves before they even begin, well, they're never going to get anywhere because they never allowed themselves to even try. You have to allow yourself the chance of failing in order to allow yourself the chance to grow. And nobody wants to fail, nobody wants to fall, nobody wants to take steps backwards or whatever the case is, but it's necessary. It's a part of our life. Like Daruma. Daruma is a Japanese, like a traditional Japanese doll, wooden doll, that is actually based on a Buddhist monk who, it said that, I mean, it's a little morbid, the story behind this monk, but the point is that you knock him down and he stems back up. And so no matter how many times the Daruma gets knocked down, no matter how many times you get knocked down, you come back up. And it's okay if that takes some time. It's okay if it's kind of like, you know, difficult. That's natural. Life has its struggles, its challenges, its difficulties. And like somebody who wants to build muscle, you will not be able to build muscle unless you have resistance that you are consistently pushing yourself to overcome. It's the same thing here. We have 5 of Cups in reverse. So this is saying realize what you have. Realize the potential within you. Realize what is around you for you to move towards, to work with. There's a lot more than you realize. I just saw 1555. 555. Fives are a significant number of change and transformation. 2 of Cups. I was going to say also 5 is halfway to 10. So meaning you're halfway there. You're halfway there to that creation, to that abundance. The truth is, Spirit has already met you halfway. But have you done the work to meet them halfway in order to reach that potential, that manifestation, that creation? It's saying that you are halfway there. You just got to keep going. And it's okay to push yourself a little more. And that's fine. I just saw 1212 as well. Sometimes when I'm working out, I really push myself. And I do like +1, +2, +5. More in a set than what I had set myself to do. And other times, I don't. Sometimes I push myself, and sometimes I do the bare minimum. And that's okay. You know what? I don't feel bad about it. At least I am allowing my body, I'm listening to my body. And I am okay with like pushing more when I have more energy, when I have more time, or whatever the case is. And on days that I don't, and I'm really tired and I'm kind of sluggish and stuff, hey, well, I'm there and I'm still doing it. So if I didn't want to do it, I'm there. Hey, you know what? I already pushed myself. I hope that makes sense. Maybe some people, they're like, no, you should always push yourself. But for some of us, being as consistent is not always an easy thing. So 2 of Cups. I feel like this is about you making a promise to yourself to overcome what it is. If you have made a promise or you have done a ritual for your guides to help you, well, I mean, they're waiting for you. They want to help you with this manifestation. But if you're not helping yourself, what do you expect them to do? Make it happen without your effort? It's not going to happen. So you have to meet them halfway. I see this as, this could be with a potential partner. This could be like learning from a teacher, or this could be you and your spirit guides making a promise to work on things and progress and grow and manifest what it is that you desire. But again, you gotta put the time, the effort, the energy into making that happen. It's not just gonna happen out of thin air just because you want it to. Justice in reverse. You have to find balance. There must be balance, and there must be an honest truth within yourself. If it's something that you really desire, then you will get through it. And if it's something that you're just doing just for the money, just for the show of it, just for the fame, just for the fortune, just for whatever the case is, if it's not genuine within your heart, mind, body, and soul, it will not feel right. You will never be satisfied. Even if it's something comfortable, even if you're somebody who's so comfortable going out there, making a business, doing all these things, awesome. But if that business does not correlate to your soul's mission, it will not feel satisfying. It will always feel like something is missing. So I'd recommend connect with your north and south node, or connect with your north node and understand that your comfort zone will be your south node, and that might help you maneuver or focus more on what is gonna bring you true fulfillment in this life. But you have to find that balance in the action and the planning and the working through. And for some people, it's less about the planning and it's more about going with the flow. And for others, you need to plan to the T of what it is you're going to do and execute each and every single goal that you have. But everybody's different and all of our roadmaps are different. So you need to figure out what is right for you, because what works for somebody else is not going to necessarily completely work for you. Maybe it has to be tweaked. Maybe it's just the complete opposite for you. But you have to find that within yourself. But it takes some deep searching, some deep diving, and some... I saw 2111 turn to 2112. Some weird synchronicity as well. But you're going to have to do the research for yourself. People always think, yeah, you always have to do research for some other things, for like research for, when it comes to education for this class or something. But people don't always think about it. Like, you have to do research on yourself. Do research on your soul. Do research on your astrology. Do research on things to help you figure out what it is that you need in this lifetime. But you have to be honest with yourself and take the time to find that balance. Let me see. Come on, come on. What is it that you want? Go after it. Four of Cups. Don't allow your past to keep you stuck. No matter what it is that you have done. Sorry, there you go. No matter what it is that you've done, move towards what it is that you need. It's okay to heal. It's okay to apologize. It's okay to admit when you're wrong, even if you're somebody who that's difficult to do. Sometimes that's the thing that's keeping you stuck and blocked. Sometimes the thing that's keeping you in an Eight of Swords energy, sometimes what's keeping you in this Eight of Swords energy is some kind of guilt, fears, or doubts, or some kind of past traumas or something from the past. Definitely look into your South Node, because it's going to help you see more into your past life. But there's so much that we're able to learn from our birth chart. The Lovers. For somebody, this could be in regards to love, or this could be about finding that balance within yourself. And honestly, even if this is love related, we always need to find balance within ourselves in order to make things work for ourselves and other people. You want to manifest something, you have to have that balance. And again, it's about that coming together, that meeting universe halfway. Every relationship, it takes devoted effort, time, and energy to make things work. I recently started playing It Takes Two with my partner, and like, I'm so happy we're playing it. A coworker told me about it, and like, I think it's really cute so far, and it's really fun, and it really does take two. Every relationship, even every friendship, if you're working with a partner, like a business partner, it takes two. It takes effort, time, and energy to balance things out, to make things work. You have to listen to each other, even when you don't want to, even when you're tired. That person's opinion and feelings matter just as much as your opinion and your feelings. And if you don't think so, then why are you with that person? Then they're obviously not the kind of person that you should be with. Because if you don't care about them in that way, then like they deserve better. And if somebody treats you like that, then you deserve better. But sometimes it really just takes being open and honest with each other, and like that fix things. It's about communication. What I've noticed, relationships that work and relationships that don't work, the number one thing that bridges that gap, that makes that difference, is communication. Communication literally is key. If both people cannot communicate properly, like let's say if one is always afraid to convey how they feel, and so they bottle everything up and they don't speak their mind at all, and they don't say how they feel, and the other one is explosive and has no problem speaking their mind, has no problem saying how they feel, there's a severe imbalance there. One is going to be too afraid to speak their mind. The other one is probably speaking so harshly that the other one feels intimidated to speak. Or maybe they feel like their opinion doesn't matter. There needs to be a balance. A balanced out energy to make things work. Now we have the King of Cups. Expressing how you feel. Express your emotions. Follow your intuition as well. The King of Cups is very intuitive. And sometimes people don't attribute men an intuition because intuition is seen as more of a feminine energy. But the thing is, we all have intuition within us. We all have an intuition that wants to be heard and followed. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. King of Cups says, follow your heart and follow your intuition. Next, we have the Five of Discs. There's this fear of being left out. But when you love yourself and when you give yourself the time, the effort, the energy that you need to heal, to build, to do whatever it is that you need to do, you'll never truly feel left out. Maybe you might feel left out at work or at school. Maybe you're the last person to get picked, or maybe it's something in a relationship. But when you give what you need to yourself, no one can ever really make you feel left out, because you already have what you need. Nine of Discs. So 9 of Pentacles. There's that independence. There's this immense power within you. There's this immense abundance waiting for you. But you have to build upon that independence. Work with that independence and work on whatever it is that you need. Build upon it. Build upon what it is that you need. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, which is interesting because, this Queen of Swords literally has someone's head chopped off. and the scales of balance here. But it is in reverse, so what I feel this is saying is be sure that you're balancing your mind over heart. Balance that logic and that creativity. Pursue your creativity and sometimes use your logic in order to make things happen. So for example, if you're an artist and you want to have a career out of it, of course that's going to take time. Balance your heart in creating, but use your logic to reach people. So for example, what that would be is communicating with others, using like social media to put yourself out there. Start taking commissions, start making stickers, start making things, start doing things that will put your work out there. So balance that, find that middle ground. I see a feather falling. So your spirit guides are definitely confirming that this message is for you. I saw 3113. This message is for you. It's time to find the balance of doing, creating, and, finding balance and making that happen for yourself. This one popped out. 8 of Cups. But you're gonna have to move away from things that keep you stuck. Again, it's in the mind. A lot of what we do in life, and of course life is real. We feel pain, people live, people die. It's real. But we are more capable of manifesting than we give ourselves credit for. And sometimes we're not careful with what we are manifesting. Be mindful of your mind state. Be mindful of your mentality and of your perspectives, because that makes a big difference in your manifestations. Move away from the guilt, the trauma, the past, and move forward towards what it is that you're building for yourself. Let's see. We have Ace of Swords. Be honest and do it. Swords can also symbolize thoughts. And this looks like a ghost narwhal critter thing. So with that being said, be mindful of the thoughts of your past. The ghost of your past kind of haunting your thoughts. Be mindful of spirits around you that are trying to keep you stuck. And it happens. It's real. Don't allow it to happen. And I mean, it happens to all of us, but the more aware that we can become, the better that we can protect ourselves. I saw 333 and then 3344 again. Be mindful of what it is that you're creating, because you can also be creating your downfall. So be mindful. Don't let the ghost of the past haunt you. And we'll end with the Chariot. The Chariot speaks about moving forward, finding balance, moving forward. The Chariot is not afraid to leave behind what needs to be left behind. The Chariot does not look back, because the Chariot knows all that lies ahead is what is necessary for your growth. Okay, I was gonna pick up the card and I accidentally picked up another one, and I see the Devil underneath. So let's see. Art. Interesting. I believe in this card, art is temperance. But it's interesting that this deck calls temperance art. Move towards your art. Move towards your creation. Move towards your creative projects, your creative pursuits. Move towards your passion projects. But it takes balance, and both cards symbolize balance. Look at this, balancing out of the cups, balance of the emotional, spiritual, and the physical and mental. There must be a balance in order to make that happen, but are you ready for it? You have to get out of your head and get out of your way for things to manifest. And your spirit guides are telling you, sometimes you are your worst enemy. There are energies around you that seek to stop you from manifesting what it is that you love. And sometimes that is secretly yourself. Don't allow yourself to be your worst enemy. Be your greatest ally. As much of a great ally as you are to those that you love, and how compassionate, understanding, and how motivating you are to them, you need to be that for yourself. And be mindful not to keep yourself chained, and not to allow the thoughts of those negative energies to keep you chained. We all have our days, but if you need to get up and really dust yourself off and force yourself to do what it is that you don't want to do that day, which is, what you need to do, then do it. If you need rest, of course. But understand when the lines are getting blurred into just resting because you're feeling down and negative about life and about yourself and about your creations. Be mindful of what it is, when it is. If it's because your body really needs the rest, then rest. But if it's just because you are keeping yourself down, or you're allowing those negative energies to keep you down, then that is not okay. You deserve better. And if you need to cleanse and protect yourself, then do it. Especially at this time, when there's so many energetic shifts going on in the world and within ourselves. And many of us can feel it, even if we can't necessarily pinpoint what it is or what's going to happen or how. Even if we have the idea, the thought, a dream, even if it comes to us in a meditation, we don't know when or how. Truly. Don't keep yourself stuck. Do what it is that you have to do. All right? So definitely move towards your art in whatever way that means for you. Meet spirit halfway. All right? I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Two of Pentacles in reverse. It's all on you at this point. When you know, you know. And if you know and you don't do it, you can't blame anybody else but yourself. And there's no point in blaming yourself in a way that's going to keep you stuck. Okay? So work towards what it is that you need to, when you need to. Okay? And Don't be afraid of change, because things happen. Things need to change. Things need to die and rebirth themselves into a new. Sometimes we have to let go of a person, place, or thing in order to step into our next chapter. Okay? So, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. And I hope that this message brought some clarity and perspective into your situation. If you need anything, let me know. If you have suggestions, feel free to leave a comment down below. I love you guys. Take care. Bye.